For years, I've walked around with shoes that I customized myself. However, they have one huge problem. They break so easily. So I'm painting on shoes again, but this time I make sure they last. Hello everyone! I am back on this channel. It's been a while. Turns out it takes quite the effort to film videos in 2 languages. However, I'm back and I'm not sure how consistent my uploads are gonna be on this channel, but I'm gonna try to make some quality videos and just throw them on here instead of neglecting it for a year. I do think that this channel would go far if I actually uploaded on it. If you're dying to see more of me, you can head on to my Dutch YouTube channel and try to watch my videos with some automatically translated subtitles. I've heard that those are getting better. That channel is called Kita DIY. Instead of Kita Creations, I'll put a link in the description. So let's head on to the video. Let's talk about shoes. I have a pretty big shoe collection, but even though I think all my shoes are very cool looking, I don't wear most of them. The most important pair of shoes is the one you actually use, which for me is these. These are just plain white Vans, and I had painted them 5 years ago. As you can see, they're very worn out. They have a lot of holes. So what I did is I just made them again. But again, as you can see, they have a lot of holes because I completely worn them out. I love them. You don't have to tie anything. There's no zipper. You just flop them on and go out. They're nice and flat and comfortable. However, there's one huge problem with them. They don't last. You wear them for 1 summer and they've already got a hole in them. Wear them for the 2nd year and you have Swiss cheese shoes. I made these 2 years ago. Hole, 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 or else hole, hole. They break so easily when it's the kind of shoes I want to wear continuously. So instead of making yet another pair of these and wearing them out within 2 years, let's make a version that lasts longer. Last summer, I fell into a barefoot shoe rabbit hole. What can I say? I was intrigued. And the sheer weirdness and ugliness of shoes with toes intrigued me even more. So, I tried them out. I spent my summer in these and I loved it. Let me tell you, they're bold. Everyone judges you when you're wearing these. But man, are they comfortable. And honestly, they don't even look that bad, in my opinion. It looks weird, but once you get used to it, they start looking pretty cool. I'll put them away now so I don't scare off all my audience right now. But for winter, I got some other shoes, alright? These are still barefoot shoes, but they're boots. And they don't look like barefoot shoes. Who knew? You have barefoot shoes that look like normal looking shoes. So now I need this look with the feel of barefoot shoes and also with longevity. Well, I present to you some shoes I found from the same brand as these. Ta-da! They're purple! I love purple! Listen, your basic shoes don't need to be basic. They need to go with your wardrobe. They do that for me. I got them with a discount because there's something wrong with them, I guess. I'm not sure what. Maybe someone already wore them and sent them back. Don't really know. Don't really care. I just love a good deal. However, I don't think I'm gonna put the squares on it. What's the pattern called in English? You see, I made these in 2020 when the whole checkered Vans with little things on them were a thing. And honestly, I don't see the checkered thing going with these. So I'll just be painting some black bats onto them and it's gonna be cool. In my original design, I have a repeating big bat and a small bat. And for these, I used a stencil and I found the original stencil from 5 years ago for the big bat, which is gonna make this a whole lot easier. But I cannot find the small bat one. It's so small, it's easy to get lost. I just couldn't find it. But that's alright, I'll just trace it directly from the shoe with some tracing paper. Then when I'm cutting it out, I fold it right down the middle and then cut out the bat so that it's perfectly symmetrical. And there you go, a small bat stencil. Now I'm gonna put these two to the side because first we have to do some preparations because these shoes are made of leather. So I'm gonna put some leather preparer and the glazer on it so that the paint is really gonna stick. Keep out of reach of children. Alright, Chippy, no touching. I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to lock you out of the room. You're supposed to apply this carefully with a cloth or a cotton pad. So I searched around and the first thing I found is this piece of old curtain. If it works, it works. So now I just open this up and... No! You're supposed to apply this carefully and gently. And there it is. A whole freaking splash of it on my shoe. It's gonna be a spot. Okay, maybe it's fine. Maybe if I just apply it the way it's supposed to, very gently, going over it, rubbing a little, it's gonna go away, right? And it's still there. I guess I'm just gonna have to work with it. Dang it! Why me? Alright, now that I prepped my shoes, I was wondering, I'm pretty much thoroughly cleaning them, right? So my phone case is kind of the same thing, except it's quite old. It used to be this nice light purple color, but yeah, it's gone a few shades darker over time. Maybe I can fix it up with the same stuff. Let's try it. And okay, no, that's not working. Well, at least I tried. Now I'm grabbing my stencils again. And I'm also gonna use my old shoes as a guide to kind of copy the placement. I'm not gonna be exactly copying it though. It's only to give me kind of a starting point. I also need to strategically place a bat somewhere near the stain so that the stain doesn't stand out. Okay, let's trace it. And my pencil doesn't want to show up. Let me try a softer pencil. Alright, this one works, I guess. I'm a little scared that I am damaging the leather this way, or I might also be making it dirty without being able to clean it up later, but it's gonna have to do. Let me just quickly put a sock in this so it doesn't collapse on itself. Much better. Alright, on my new shoes, I have a lot more space on the backside. Sadly, it's not enough to cram a whole big bat into there, but I'll put multiple small bats. I think that's gonna be cute. And I'm also not gonna be painting over this middle band for some more depth. The small bats are very hard to trace with such a thick pencil. But you know what? I've painted bats so much. It's okay if it's sloppy. I should be able to paint bats blindfolded at this point. I also put an extra small bat on the front of the shoes, and now it's time to paint. I'm using leather paint, and I'll be using it for the first time ever. It says to shake well, and I got a free paintbrush by buying the leather paint. And you know what? For a free paintbrush, it's really nice, actually. So I'll be using it. I'm starting at the top left and working my way down right so that my hand doesn't get into the paint. The paint's very thin. It's almost an ink, I would say. And you're supposed to use it in very thin layers. The coverage is pretty great though. I was scared beforehand that it wasn't going to be very opaque and that I was going to have to do multiple layers, but it's covering pretty well. Let's see if I can use the same paintbrush to do the tiny bats. And it's working! I'm doing it! Yeah! That's great. I'm just gonna do everything with the same paintbrush. I love that feeling. I have to be very precise here. That's when you get when you have to paint detailed little bat wings. But I'm doing a pretty great job because I got those eyeliner skills. And look at how this is turning out. I love it. It's so cool! I'm so happy that I decided to do this. It looks great. So now I'm covering some little spots that aren't completely black to make sure that all my bats are perfectly pitch black. And now I gotta do the other shoe. Here they are together, the two of them. I love them. They look so cool. Look at the back. Look at the back. I hope it's in focus. Please be in focus. It's so cool. I love it. So you'd think that we're done, but no. These need to dry for 24 hours. And then I can apply a coating, which I want to do because it's gonna look even nicer, supposedly. And right now it is 12:30 at night. So that's unfortunate timing. See you in a day or two, I guess. Alright, 2 days have passed and the shoes look exactly the same, but they should be completely dry by now. So that means I can finally put on a finisher. Yeah, it says finisher. But basically it's gonna act like a top coat if you use any nail polish terminology, I guess. It doesn't say to shake it, but I thought I'll just shake it to be sure that it's mixed in there. But now that I'm looking at it, it's got a lot of air bubbles, so that might have been the wrong call here. I want to do 2 coats, unless it takes really long to dry. Then I'll do just 1 coat, because my patience is really running out here. Alright, before I open up this one, I'm gonna put my shoes at a safe distance this time. I learned from my mistakes, and oh, it just went well. Alright, I'm gonna use a bigger paintbrush to apply this. It does look like this paintbrush has a little leftover paint on it, or the paint has stained it, so to make sure that it's not gonna stain on my shoes, I'm just gonna try some out on white paper to see if any pink comes off. And does this look pink? I guess it has a slight pink tint, but it's not enough to make an impact, so I'll just use it. And it's very runny. My brush is picking up a lot and it's going everywhere on the shoe. I have to work pretty quickly with it, which I'm honestly not complaining about. It does kind of seem to change the color of the purple, and all the dirty spots stand out a little more now, which is fine, I guess. I can live with that. It's already shiny the way it is right now, so I'm not gonna apply a second layer. I don't want it to be any shinier than this. So now that that's applied, I have to let it dry again for 24 hours. No, Chip, don't touch that. It has been 2 days, yet again, and here they are. The finished shoes, officially dry, and I have already worn them. I had to clean them off because I already got them dirty. This time I don't have to think about breaking them easily. My biggest worry is them getting dirty. It all started with this and it has evolved to this. And here's the full evolution. Let me just put them on for you. By the way, I'm not sure how this happened, but one of the tiny bat wings got scraped off or something. I can still fix that later when I feel like it. Ta-da! There they are. So I already took a walk with these this morning. I love that they're just step-ins. Is that what you call them? Step-ins? There you go. Cute! This is with leg warmers. A little spin. And this is without leg warmers. Alright, that looks kind of weird, but it's gonna look better in summer, okay? And from above, look how cute they are. I love them. All right, now in English, let's go. Yes. There I go. Yes, check out these shoes. Ultimate shoe show off. Let's go. I hope you enjoyed this video. Wait, can I go higher? Ooh, I'm laying on my neck. This can't be good for me. I really hope this is in focus. It better be in focus. Yeah, I'm very happy with my shoes. All my blood is settling again. I hope you enjoyed this video. I enjoyed making it. I'm glad to be back on this channel, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye!